We've got rabid Los Angeles fans packed inside the Staples Center. We've got Boston facing Los Angeles. Hi, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. Going to bring you the NBA right here on 2K Sports. And so off the tip, it's Boston. And now the opening lineup for Boston. The skilled front court of Jared Sullinger and Kelly Olynyk. At the 2 and 3, it's Avery Bradley and Jeff Green. And it's the monster in at the point. On defense, Boston. Ball, the pass to Randall. They set the screen. Makes it off the glass.
Guys, he's actually indefatigable. He never gives in, never gives up on a play, and that's what it takes to be a great offensive rebounder. You've got to be relentless. Julius Randle had a great freshman season at Kentucky, amazingly consistent and dominant at times. But he still saw his stock fall a little bit. Concerns about his lack of length. He struggled at times to finish oversized. He didn't come up with a great number of steals or block shots. And the question is, will he be undersized or a defensive liability at the pro level? We'll see, but I think he's going to be a productive pro.
Here's the bodyguard after the basket by Boston. Hill passes the ball. Here's Red Hot. Top of the key. And he gets the jumper to drop. Here's the monster. First quarter, about a minute and a half in. Sullinger, the screen. Pass to Olynyk. He dishes it to Green. Count the bucket.
You gotta love the finger roll up and over the defense.
And the Lakers with possession here. Let's send it out to DB, who caught up with head coach Brad Stevens. Doris?
Yes, Kevin, the crucial aspect for them in his mind is going to be making things tough inside for their opponent. He said they're physical, they like to mix it up. If we don't respond in kind, they'll push us around and we'll get bullied all game. Back to you.
All right, Doris, thank you very much.
And they're nearly perfect from the floor early on. 4 of their first 5 shots they've drained.
Ball, the pass to Clarkson. Right side Hill. Here's Ingram. Sinks the three-pointer. Red Hot's got 5.
A good open look, and he splashes home the 3.
The Celtics have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Sullinger, no good.
He's been trying to add that mid-range shot to his arsenal, but it still isn't there.
And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a three-point play.
Heard the whistle and still kept his focus, able to knock that down.
And that is not easy, Steve. I mean, to take the bump, to maintain control of your body, and put it in the hole, tremendous play. You know, a lot of people thought and assumed that when the Celtics traded Pierce and KG, they just took salary in return. But, you know, the guys they got proved to be valuable mentors for the youngsters on that team.
And when you trade away stars, guys, and start a rebuilding process, it can't be understated enough that you need to have a few vets to help the process.
Yeah, I think you look at how some players played last year and, you know, their games grew. Definitely helped to have a vet or two around just to kind of help the development process.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Bradley on the mark with the 15-footer. Bradley's got his first points in this one. So it's the Lakers now. Clarkson kicks to Randall. Hill, a screen on Sullinger. Here's Clarkson. Terrific design on the pick play. He lays it in.
Give an assist there, not for the pass, but for the solid screen set on the inside that freed him up and made the layup possible.
Sullinger, the screen. The monster passes to Sullinger. Here's the monster. He's guarded by Hill. Back to Sullinger. And he slams it in.
Well, that was a dynamic two-hand dunk there.
Right in the face of the defender.
That was a tough, gritty finish.
Here's the bodyguard. Pick up by Hill. Ball, the pass to Hill. Right side Hill. Passes it to Ball. Clock at 6. Here's Clarkson from the top of the key. Here's Randall. And there's the bucket. Stay with it on the offensive glass, getting it done. Randall's got his second basket. Boston trailing. Here's the monster. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Bradley passes to the monster. On the wing, Green. Pass to Bradley. And the shot falls short this time. For Los Angeles, they've gone 6 of 9, shooting it well. Here's the bodyguard. And there's the pass to Ingram. Off the screen. And there's another one for the Lakers.
Great job of utilizing that screen and finding space to knock down the jumper. Good basketball.
And now the first timeout call here for Boston.
Well, the Lakers have been in a bit of turmoil in the last few years, and it comes back to not being able to find the right coach.
Here's Bradley.
A few coaches have been given looks since the end of the Jackson era in L.A., and needless to say, it's hard to replace a guy like that.
Now here's Green, trailing by 4. It's stolen by Hill. Here's Clarkson. No good. And the Celtics going the other way now. And for the Lakers, Steve, it's really hard to build something because there is a pressure to win now as well.
I would say that taking their time and not trying to rush back to winning would be the best thing that this franchise can do.
The monster passes to Sullinger. Shot clock at 6. Here's the monster. Boston again missing.
Looked like an easy 2 points right there.
You know he's kicking himself for that miss.
Clarkson passes the ball. Here's Clarkson to the left side wing. Pass to Ingram. Lets the 3 fly. The shot no good. Celtics trail by 4. Here's the monster. The feed to Bradley. Here's the monster. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Passes it to Clarkson. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles.
Boy, the kind of moments you love to see. Excellent defense leading to a dunk at the other end.
Clark, you got to marvel at the transition game when they've got it clicking. It's really explosive.
High octane for sure.
Oof. Yeah, turning defensive pressure into offensive opportunities. That's what it's all about.
Sullinger dishes to Bradley. Sullinger with a screen for Bradley. They need this one. A rebound by the Lakers.
That was a good rebound right there, but they haven't been very strong on the glass so far.
Well, they've got to meet the energy that they're facing right now. It's so important to battle on the board.
Ingram. Soft touch off the glass. And now it's an 8-point Laker lead.
Boy, I tell you what, nice little run here that they're going on.
Now the story is points in the paint, Clark. I mean, they're getting point-blank shots every time down.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over.
You know, when you're a team that's in rebuild mode, it can be really difficult when you have to go out west. And for the Celtics last year, it was not pretty at all.
A platoon swap here for the Lakers. Some changes for Boston. Turner against Johnson. And Turner kicks to Bass. Back to Turner. The dish now to Thornton. 6 on the shot clock. And he gets it to go. Thornton's got his first points of the game.
As you said, for Boston, very tough time against the West last year as they won only 4 of their 30 games against the conference.
Nash kicks to Johnson. Davis with a screen on Turner. Johnson attacking. Here's Davis, and a good offensive board, and he gets the bucket. And the Lakers lead by 8.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting in the paint and keep scoring points. Keep it going.
Yeah, not a lot you can do defensively when they continue to get the ball inside and get these easy shots.
Now here's Smart. He kicks to Bass. Marcus Thornton on the wing. Well, Clark, to add what you said about Boston, 4 wins total and 0. Yes, 0 road wins for the team all year against the West.
Kevin, that says it all. I mean, if you're going to compete in the league, you've got to be able to beat at least one time the teams you face, no matter what conference. So the Celtics have a lot of work.
And there's the foul to go on Ed Davis. .11 left in the first. Smart kicks to Bass. Shoots a fader, and that one's good.
He's definitely got that shot in his arsenal.
Marcus Smart.
59 seconds left to play here in the first. Boozer with the screen for Nash. Kicks it to Johnson. Feeds it to Boozer. Trying to get open is Davis. And Boozer gets it to go.
Already they have 8 second chance points here in the first quarter.
They have a chance to go 2 for 1 here.
Let's see how they play the clock.
Now here's Smart. Defense is right there. From deep. And that is good. Smart's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. 26 seconds left here in the first quarter. Nash outside. This is DeYoung. 12 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And Davis gets it to go.
Beautiful possession. They found the open man.
And here is Thornton. With 1 on the clock. And we reach the end of the first quarter. Lakers lead by 7. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. And now the second quarter just getting set to start. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, Clark and Steve, what have they been doing or not doing?
They've done a nice job on the offensive boards here, guys, and I think that was the difference in that first quarter. Really pounding the offensive glass.
Well, they set the tone early with their mindset, their tenacity, and their hustle. I mean, that's the way they've come out, and it's served them well.
Lakers leading by 7. And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So for the Lakers right now, you've got Johnson. Boozer is out there with Davis. And it's Young. And it's Nash in at the point guard position.
Wes Johnson, the former number 4 pick back in 2010. He was a bust in Minnesota, but he shot better in his 4th season. And once he was moved to kind of a small 4, like the shooting power forward spot, he really found a niche for himself.
Just 5 on the clock. Here's Thornton. A second chance effort. That one's good. The Laker lead is cut down now to just 7 on the basket from Zeller.
That's some tenacity inside, battling for the second chance points.
And Wesley Johnson has always been impressive physically. Great size, terrific length for a wing, quick off the floor.
Yeah, he's got all of those ingredients, but his ball handling has been a bit mediocre, rather pedestrian. I think that's holding back.
Boy, an impressive job there by Boozer setting that screen.
Celtics trail by 10. And let's now go to the sideline. We'll catch up here with Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, Kevin, Jared Solinger has developed some very thick skin during his time in the league. Solinger said, because I had Zach Solinger as a coach. So I learned early that it's not how loud he's saying it, it's what he's saying. I was blessed to have an angry coach. It's very hard to get into Jared's head, guys.
It is indeed. Thank you, Doris. And that one's good by Davis.
They've got to continue to put pressure on the defense by probing inside. That's what's really working for them.
And when you're doing the job they are inside, it takes pressure off the perimeter guys.
Now here's Thornton. Smart passes to Wallace. He feeds it to Thornton. And it's Thornton again missing. Los Angeles leading by 12. Nash with it. Now guarded by Smart. Nash dishes to Young. Johnson in the corner. Back to Young. 11 feet away. No good off the back of the rim.
And the defense did just enough to throw him off that shot.
And Turner kicks to Smart. That's good. Smart's got 5.
Little touch of class there, guys. The end of that play with the finger roll.
Lakers have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Nash kicks to Johnson. Stolen by Smart. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. Wesley Johnson picks one up. That could give him a huge injection of energy, Clark.
And Kevin, that's exactly what they need right now. They've got to close the gap.
Forget about that for a second. How about the burst to the bucket for a point guard? Boy, he can power those down.
So both teams changing it up here. The Celtics shooting their first free throw this game, and that one misses.
Marcus Smart, a big physical power guard out of Oklahoma State. 6'4", 225, maybe a bit of a tweener, but he's a natural leader. Plays the game with a lot of passion and competitiveness.
Here's Red Hot. 11 points in the game. 6 to shoot. And he overshot that one, missing. Celtics trail by 8. Smart passes to Bradley. The layup missed. You know, you talk about Marcus Smart's passionate nature. Of course, there was that incident last season.
Yeah, in front of the fan in the stands in a game against Texas A&M, I think it was. He got heckled. Texas Tech?
It was Texas Tech.
Yeah,
yes.
Texas Tech. But he's a high-character kid, and I think that was just an emotional aberration that he learned from and will be better for it going forward.
The Celtics shooting the ball at a 43% rate here in the second. He dishes it to Bradley. Here's Smart. There's the block. Here's Red Hot. Pass to Clarkson. Here's the bodyguard. Sullinger defending. Los Angeles with another miss.
The clear look at the hoop. He doesn't miss many of those.
Smart dishes to Wallace. The offensive rebound. Sullinger off on the layup. Lakers leading by 8. Ingram passes the ball. They set the pick. Hill a screen on Green. Here's Red Hot. He's got 11. And he gets it to go. Red Hot's got 13. Celtics trail by 10. Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
Now a timeout called by Boston.
Well, you know, for the last couple of seasons, we've seen the Lakers really struggle with injuries to their star players, and it shed a less than flattering light on the team's bench depth. It forced guys to step into roles that perhaps they aren't quite ready to handle.
Kelly Olynyk's checked in for Boston. The monster comes in for Smart. Now here's Sullinger. Olynyk sets a screen for Sullinger. Green kicks to Sullinger. Shot clock at 6. And it's Bradley off the drive. The shot will not go. Excellent D there from Hill. And And some feel the Lakers, Steve, failed to really address their bench depth, whether in the draft or free agents.
Well, you know, generally they've had success with broad strokes, acquiring star players over the years. But with the new salary restrictions, it takes away a lot of the advantage that the Lakers have had over the years. So this may be a new era for this franchise in terms of team building.
Here's Green after Los Angeles picked up 3 with their last shot. The monster passes to Brantley. It's blocked. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Here's Ingram.
Oh, man, that was unreal.
Mark it up.
They're playing with a purpose, guys. The big lead becoming bigger. I like the look in their eyes.
And it's on both ends that they've been controlling the action.
Here's the monster. Looking for his first basket still in this one. And Sullinger kicks to Green. Boston again missing.
It's been a great day for them on the boards, Clark. That's definitely been a major factor in building this big lead.
And, you know, from a number standpoint, the advantage might not be that large, but they have been manhandling them inside. The Lakers last season, and this is a remarkable factoid here, folks, that was only the 6th time in franchise history, going all the way back to the 40s, that the Lakers had missed the playoffs. Obviously, the Lakers fans are not accustomed to missing the postseason.
First free throw is good. And for the Lakers last season, Steve, with the departure of Dwight Howard, you knew the team on paper had less talent, but the hope was that the chemistry would improve.
And I thought it did. The chemistry was good. Kevin, they just didn't have enough talent. And when Kobe and Nash went down, it didn't matter who was out there, who was coaching. You know, it was just going to be a situation where they were not going to be able to win enough games.
Celtics trail by 17. Here's the monster. The pass to Olynyk. Looking to end the run. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
Well, the Celtics moved up 3 spots in last year's draft to select Kelly Olynyk at 13. He had a terrific summer league, only to be slowed down by a high ankle sprain and other injuries early in the season. But after the All-Star break, he really came on.
And Coach Stevens pushing Olynyk to be aggressive offensively.
Well, that's his strength, scoring the basketball. You know, he was a point guard until he had a big-time growth spurt in high school, so he's highly skilled. And I think he and Jared Sullinger combined as a duo, the skill level they have and IQ, those 2 young big guys could be a problem for the rest of the league going forward.
Boston making a switch here. Pass is checked in. And he sinks the second.
Kelly Olynyk out of Gonzaga was a point guard for the majority of his high school career before a growth spurt shot him up to 7 feet tall. You can see the result of playing point guard for so long. He's a big man with shooting and ball handling skills of a much smaller player.
And Olynyk, growing up in a basketball family, his father a coach at the collegiate level, also coached his own kids. His mother a longtime referee. So Kelly's instincts and understanding of the game certainly have benefited from that wealth of knowledge growing up.
And Olynyk in his final season at Gonzaga, leading Division I basketball, Clark, and player efficiency rating.
Well, we know the analytics guys are going to love this, but he shot 63% from the field, Kevin, even shooting a number of shots from the perimeter. And a survey of NBA GMs ranked him the top steal of the draft, and I wouldn't disagree with that. I mean, he's a big guy that's mobile, skilled, with tremendous upside.
Xavier Henry, he's checked in for Clarkson. And he's good on the second.
Another trip to the stripe for him, and I tell you what, a little bit of a different feel here in the second quarter. A little more banging going on.
This team is never afraid to get physical. I think they enjoy this style of play.
Now, here's Green. Boston again missing.
Physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. That +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Yeah, not to mention what it says on the scoreboard. And they're really pushing them around physically at this point. And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Here's the monster. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Green inside. The shot no good.
Pretty good defense there. I mean, that's a shot that he can make, but they really challenged him.
Pass to Henry. Rebound by Olynyk.
Major defensive lapse right there. I mean, he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You got to stay attached to him. They're lucky he couldn't punish them for it.
Now here's Green. Here's the monster. Sinks the triple. The monster's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
You might not think of him as a laser three-point shooter, but that shot was there for him, and he had to take it.
Ball, the pass to Henry. Here's Randall. Rebound by Olynyk. Celtics trail by 16. Pass to the monster. Takes it from 10. Here's Bass. Goes up again, and count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
What an impossible shot to block in the post. The defender, giving up so much size, there's no way he's going to get a hand on him.
And some changes here for the Lakers. Carlos Boozer's checked in for Hill. Nash is subbed in for the bodyguard. And a change for the Celtics. Young's checked in. And that one falls for Olynyk.
In the second quarter, they've had the right approach. Very aggressive, driving, drawing contact, and creating opportunities at the free throw line.
Well, if other things aren't working for you, Steve, getting to the foul line can be a good place to start to turn it around.
Now here's Boozer. Here's the pass to Ingram. Los Angeles with another miss. Here's the monster. There's the feed to Bradley. The dish to Olynyk. Rebound the Lakers. Boozer's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Nash kicks to Boozer. Right side Boozer. Boom! He jams it straight down. Well, Clark, a clear lane to the basket and the emphatic jam.
And that is outstanding attacking basketball.
Well, he had no choice but to take that one to the bucket.
Here's the monster. Outside Bradley. Rebound the Lakers.
He's given them little to nothing at the offensive end. I can't put it any other way.
Randall with a screen for Nash. Here's Boozer. Blocked. And up the court come the Celtics on the break. And stolen by Nash. Here's Henry. It's offline from half court. So we've reached the end of the first half of play. Lakers on top, up by 15. Live from the Staples Center, you're watching 2K Sports. We're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third. Red Hot has really been making it happen, guys.
He spoils us with his performances game in and game out. And so far, just another big scoring night for him.
Typically, when he puts up that many points in the first half, he's going to follow it up with a better second half. We'll see if that happens here.
Lakers leading by 15.
Well, the history of college coaches switching over to the NBA is pretty daunting, but Brad Stevens and the Celtics can't worry about those who came before him. He's just got to be himself, and he was well regarded in Boston. Despite the fact that they went through a rebuilding process last year, he did a really good job.
Second half underway. Here's who Brad Stevens got on the floor. At the 2 and 3, it's Avery Bradley and Jeff Green. The skilled front court of Jared Sullinger and Kelly Olynyk. And it's the monster in at the 1 spot. Now here's Olynyk. Clock at 6. The monster passes to Olynyk. He's made 2 of 3 from the stripe tonight.
Kelly Olynyk. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. And so Olynyk nails both of them.
Boy, I tell you what, he does not look like your typical big man up there at the line. He has an excellent stroke and a percentage to match.
Hill passes the ball. Pass to Ingram. From downtown. Good. And that's now 9 points for the bodyguard.
D there, guys, was pretty much non-existent. I mean, you can't leave a good shooter like that. Open.
There's the pick. Over in the corner, Green. Kicks to Olynyk. Feeds to Green. Randall grabs the board. Randall's got 3 rebounds so far in the game.
You know, so many games are decided by which team wins the rebound battle. And that's held true in this one so far, Steve.
And even if it's only a modest advantage that they have in that category, it's still a significant factor.
Here's the monster after Jordan Hill's bucket. The monster passes to Olynyk. In the corner, Bradley with it. And Olynyk gets it to go on the assist by Bradley. And that's 12 points for Kelly Olynyk.
The defense has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
Well, I'd like to know how many of their attempts have come from inside 5 feet. It seems like everything is right at the rim.
It was red hot. 20 points for him. He kicks it to Hill. Here's Clarkson. The shot is off. Bradley with some nice D. Celtics trail by 16. Passes to the monster. Dishes it to Olynyk. The jump hook, and again it's Boston converting.
The easiest way to do it sometimes is with the bounce pass.
Timeout called the Lakers. At this point of the game, always important to stay focused, and while the coach goes over the game plan, these players are getting a much-needed chance to rehydrate and refuel with Gatorade. And guys, we know the drill well, all 3 of us drinking the Gatorade too.
Yeah, no question.
Right.
I mean, Kevin, people have no idea the fatigue that can set in during a telecast. And so it's important for us to stay hydrated all game long.
Clark, you're always hydrated.
Yeah, I try to be, but it's usually with a combination of H2O and Gatorade.
I love Gatorade. And look at Steve, guys, the Gatorade shirt on.
Yeah, he's really immersed in the Gatorade.
Yeah, gotta love it. Solid screen right there that freed him up for the jump shot.
Now a timeout called by Boston. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Pass to Green. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Red Hot's got his 6th rebound on the night. Steve, Boston last year was a team looking to rebuild, but their offense was just horrid at times.
Yeah, near the bottom in scoring as well as shooting efficiency. They lost a lot of games because of those offensive struggles.
Boston with the ball after the basket by the Lakers. And the pass to the Monster. Lakers leading by 18, and they're running. Ingram passes the ball. Here's Red Hot. 22 points for him. Off the pick.
Oh, man.
Now, Clark, that is just ridiculous.
Absolutely filthy. I don't
come
remember
on.
ever seeing a dunk like that in a game. I certainly can't remember the last time I saw it.
Oh, man, that was just amazing.
Here's the Monster. Over in the corner, Green. Over to the wing. Clock at 4. Here's the Monster, and the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. And Los Angeles with some changes. Davis comes in for Randall, and Wesley Johnson has subbed for Red Hot. Tyler Zeller's checked in for Boston. Smart comes in for Avery Bradley. Well, we all know the Lakers in transition. Ownership passed down to the next generation in early 2013. And for the first time in L.A., Clark, a bit of uncertainty in that leadership situation.
Yep, a few cracks starting to show their partner, Laker great Magic Johnson, airing his concerns with some of the decision-making. Disharmony, not quite sure of who's going to run things, some injuries as well. And just a lot didn't go the way the Lakers had hoped or wanted it to.
The defense sagged off, and, he did not hesitate to rise up and bury that three.
Lakers leading by 14. Ball, the pass to Johnson. Hill, a screen on Green. Johnson goes in, and he gets it to go. Johnson's got 7 points.
And when you look at the Lakers, they say that second-generation businesses have a high failure rate. Only time will tell if they can continue the remarkable winning streak this team has enjoyed through the years.
Here's the Monster. He's got 6. Back to Green. Fades away. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
And out of bounds as the Celtics gain possession.
And, for the Lakers with the harder cap, they can't outspend like they used to. With the internet, players like Durant don't need to be in a big market to get exposure like it was in days past. So the Lakers will need to outsmart other teams to continue their success.
Nick Young's checked in for Los Angeles. Evan Turner, he's checked in for Boston. Thornton comes in for the Monster. Now here's Turner. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. Now here's Thornton. He's covered closely. Puts up the runner and hits.
My, he is so adept at finishing in the low post.
And here is Los Angeles now. Here's the bodyguard. He's got 9. Nick Young on the wing. Here's the bodyguard. Just 5 on the clock. And out of bounds as the Celtics gain possession.
Difficult to explain that turnover. I guess he thought he had more room than he did, but he really lost his place on the court.
Carlos Boozer's checked in for the Lakers. Nash comes in for the bodyguard. And a change for the Celtics. Wallace is checked in. Celtics trail by 14. Zeller setting the pick for Smart. Turner with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
I just love the mentality they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing anything. They're moving it side to side and working to get a good shot.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
Anytime you get as many points in the paint as they have, you know you've got a good thing going and you just want to keep it going.
The other thing that jumps out to me is just the big number of assists they've had. The offensive efficiency has been a major factor.
Now, here is Young. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one, and so it looks like the Lakers will retain possession here.
Maybe a low percentage pass, but it still nearly got through.
I like it, though. I mean, it's an aggressive play. Heads up defending to deflect it away.
Johnson gets the bucket.
That's been their bread and butter in the second half. They've really knocked down their long-range shots.
Well, and as hot as they've been, there's no need to change their offense. Just continue to play the way you're playing. You're going to get open looks.
Smart kicks to Turner. And here's Smart. He's got 7. He feeds it to Thornton. Fires the 3. No good. And the Lakers going the other way now.
It's been a real difficult game for him offensively, and it's costly. And Thornton, a 6'4" guard, but you'll never confuse him for a point guard. A volume shooter, and the moment he takes the floor, he's looking to put points up in a hurry, and he can do just that.
Celtics trail by 17. Smart kicks to Turner. From 13. And the rebound goes to Boozer.
He thought he could knock that one down, but the defense was really all over him.
Young dishes to Nash. Now here's Boozer. He's tightly guarded. Again, Los Angeles.
That kind of sums up the defensive effort we've seen here tonight.